Now then, guys, how we doing? Yorkie here, and welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 22 Leicester City career mode. And today we got a big one. We got the end of the January transfer window in this one, and I believe there has been an update. We have an update, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope that it has fixed all of our big issues. Now, I know it hasn't fixed Sheng, and we have a really difficult decision to make on Sheng and what we do with him. He is by far the best regen that we have found so far, but he's got the skinny arms, he's got no number on his back. I've done the long sleeves did not work, because they just do not show up in the match or here. We just let Sheng go. I mean, he's so good at football though, which makes it even more painful. But leave me your answers down below. Is this the end of Sheng? Maybe. You guys can make that decision, because then it takes it out of my hands and I don't feel any kind of remorse for releasing him. We've got a small task of Peterborough first, so let's do that game. I'm going to play it because I need us to progress in the cup. I'm not going to show you the game. I'm just going to show you the end of game highlights and how we got on against Peterborough. I'm expecting to win. Also, this is a good opportunity for me to play a game and see what impact the updates had. I don't know how much it's changed. I didn't read the notes because I don't like reading, but I'm sure that it's improved. It couldn't have got any worse, could it? I know there's some new youngsters added to the game as well. Makoko is now in. We're not going to have him in this career mode, which sucks, but Makoko is now in. So does that mean surely at some point maybe we should do a Dortmund save? Anyway, Peterborough game. Let's pick the squad. Let's go play it, and I will see you at the end of the match. Here we go then. The game's done and dusted here against Peterborough, and it was a really good game of football, to be 100% honest with you. Peterborough gave it a really good crack, but we have managed to win 3-1, and I actually really enjoyed the gameplay. So we might be onto something with these sliders as well as the update. I can't tell in one match how much the updates had an effect, but it did feel, it was enjoyable. I enjoyed this. We did open up the scoring with this absolute banger as well from Mr. Brooks. Look at this for a hit. Absolute worldie from him. He was having a really good game as well, to be honest with you. He was on fire. A couple of moments here. They kept standing off him, and I felt really comfortable shooting with Brooks. He's got that ability. We're improving him game in, game out, and he maybe could have had another year. It was always climbing, though. It's not like we had it all our own way, though. Peterborough caused us a few problems. This situation here where Schmeichel was called in to save. A great shot from Clark Harris. And another one again here. Clark Harris was the biggest issue for me in this game, causing me problems, but another great save. We'll go on to double our lead, though. Some great passing play from Samare into Kelechi Iheanacho. But coming up to the half, Peterborough took on a new form, and they went through and scored again, passing right through us. Clark Harris, the danger man, and he really was good. He was very good in this. If you haven't used Clark Harris in the lower leagues, maybe give him a go. He's a really good number 9. But all the goal scoring was in the first half, and we rounded it off with this goal here from Mr. Brooks, who had a worldie of a game. Gomez played really well. Maybe should have scored himself. But I'm very happy with the result, and we will move into the next round of the FA Cup. A little bit different, that, but I think adding in some of those highlights like that is definitely possible. The problem is when you play the full game, there's that much going on in the game, and there's that much talking that I do because I'm a big, massive waffler. There's a lot of highlights. So if we can bring the odd game like that where I just show you what happened at the end of the match, I think that might be good for us. Let me know down below what you thought of that. We might add it into other series and future episodes. I think that's something I'll definitely use in the Newcastle series, which, by the way, is returning. The problem is, right, guys, I fill my plate up. I'm the guy at the buffet that takes his plate and he gets a mountain, even though he knows he can go back for more and more, because he's got all the time in the world, but I fill it to the absolute top, and that's exactly what I've done with FIFA content. We've got the Newcastle series, this series, and the Barcelona series, as well as doing the rebuild. It's a lot of work, and I'm streaming as well. I'm trying to stream as much as possible, so there will be a channel update coming. Newcastle's going nowhere, but the problem is I've got that many saves on the go at the moment. We need to start getting through some of them, and then Newcastle could be a bit more regular. The problem is that takes the longest for me to sit down and record. So while I'm still trying to push out daily videos, doing the rebuilds because they're very good for views, sitting down and doing the Newcastle one, because I'm going to play half a season, can take me anywhere between 5 and 6 hours, which is a lot of time. That's without editing the video. That's just sitting down and playing the actual save. So that is the reason why you haven't had it so consistently. I know you guys want it. It's still there. It's not going anywhere. I've not just decided I'm not doing that save anymore. I'm really enjoying the Newcastle one. We're starting to build a team, but these career modes at the moment are at the forefront. Once one of these is done, I reckon we could probably push out 2 episodes of Newcastle a week, at least 1. But at the moment, you're just going to have to be a bit patient with me, guys. Now, the important thing here is, are any bids coming in? Now, I think people want me to get rid of Maddison. That's kind of what I'm getting. That's the grasp I'm getting. But he's injured at the moment, so I can't sell him while he's injured. And he's going to be injured for the rest of the window. So in the summer, I think, depending on performances, but I think it'll be time for Maddison to go. Now, you guys have already suggested some unbelievable replacement. Gomez has gone up to 79. That's great news. He's been getting a lot of a game time, hasn't he? We do actually need to set this so that we get Yorkiemann and Harvey Barnes back in getting some fitness. I'll also get Molina in there getting some fitness as well because he's going to need it. That will be the plan then. Maddison going out in the summer, and we're going to have Liverpool up next, which is going to be a huge game. Looking forward to this one. Second in the league at Liverpool. These are huge games at the moment. Some tournament prize money, but unless anybody leaves the club, I can't see any reason for us to sign anyone. I think the squad's a little bit beefy as it is. Ideally, I would like players to leave before we brought anyone in. We played 2 up top against Peterborough, but I don't think that's going to be our scenario today. I think we're going to go full strength. I'm going to keep Gomez in because he's got the sharpness, but Yorkiemann or Barnes will be on the bench. Probably Yorkiemann because of his raw pace. This is not the game for Molina to get his first start, but Daka will definitely come back in, and that'll be our starting 11. They're starting with Immobile up top, Mane and Salah on the wings, Jones, Keita, Fabinho, Gomez, Van Dijk, Alexander-Arnold. Very much the same Liverpool squad you'd expect. See how we get on in this one. The plus side, we're at home. I feel like we've captured our form from the early stages of the season again, so Liverpool have always been one of those teams that just push so many bodies forward. There's tons of room for us in behind, and we're good at working in the spaces in behind teams. So I'm expecting that to be the case again in this one, if I'm being 100% honest. I'm expecting there to be tons of room, Liverpool to really press us, and us to be able to find the gaps in behind to punish them. So I do actually think we'll win this game. And I'm moderately confident that we'll win this game, because when we play against these kind of teams, we tend to do well. Slid in there on Ricardo instantly. Jeremy now. He needs a bit of help, doesn't he? He didn't get it. And they're going to have the ball. And we just don't want to let them break too often. When they do break, we need to cut it out in the midfield. Well, Mobley's done unbelievably there to get that to Sadio Mane. And we can't really let him get it across. We do. Curtis Jones' header is saved by Schmeichel. Need to be a little bit better in the back line there. We went to absolute mush. Cannot afford that in the slightest in this match. I cannot. Have another corner. Go short all day long if you want. Go short all day long. We'll keep blocking you out. Naby Keita again. I think we did enough to put him off. I couldn't get that too. My guy. And now this is where we need to break away. Go on, Jeremy. Oh, he touches bad. Oh, my God. That is a red. A stonewall red. And the ref isn't even going to get a card out. Jeremy's fuming. He can't understand why there's no booking for this. Naby Keita has just absolutely smashed through the back of him. And nothing. Referee. Come on, mate. Here comes Sadio Mane. You're going to want to drift that one in. That's a good ball to the back post. And well blocked by Justin. Mohamed Salah can score them. Like, he can score from anywhere. No short corner this time round. Oh, it might be a short one. It is going to be a short one, isn't it? They love a short corner. Naby Keita. Jeremy Pino blocks it again. It was a handball. He blocked it with his hand. Can we stop this free kick? We can't. Justin, what you doing, son? Get it out. We don't. And Schmeichel saves our bacon. It's all Liverpool at the moment. They love a short corner, don't they? Naby Keita again hasn't really put in any good deliveries, and that one's not going to be a good one. Brooks now breaking forward. He's going to cut that way, isn't he? He's going to cut that way. Of course he is, because Patson Daka is there. Daka now breaking through into his stride. Patson Daka for 1-0, of course. You don't get Daka through like that and not bloody score, do you? 1-0 at Leicester City. If you put Patson through, he's going to score a goal. That's just what he does. It really is. Brooks waited and waited. I knew what man I wanted to give the ball to. It was always going to be Daka. And he finds a home for it. I told you that's where we'd score in this one. Breakaway chances. 15 matches, 16 goals for Mr. Daka. Best striker in the world right now. On this game, by the way, guys. Don't be like, oh, no, he's not the best. What about Lewandowski? On the game, he's the best striker in the world right now. Oh, Mohamed Salah's not bad at football, is he? Mobley? Oh, wow, 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 wow. I mean, we'll never get rid of that. That's probably just hard-coded into the game that they can score bangers. It just probably is. And this is unbelievable. With the outside of his foot, I mean, Schmeichel doesn't stand a chance. Barely moves. We didn't have the lead long. We're not good at keeping the lead for long, are we? We basically got the lead. Their next attack, the next time they're on the football, They go through and score. Sadio Mane, he's been a problem. Get to that Sion-Chu. That's not bad. Work it back out. Oh, Brooks couldn't just work it out in time, and that might have caused me a few problems. Fabinho, no, I nearly dove in on Fabinho. Oh, it's a goal, surely. Yeah, oh, what a save. Vestergaard gets it clear. What a save that is. Go on, then. Gomez. This might be good. This might be good. Does Gomez have the legs to beat Trent? He's done it, but he doesn't have anyone to pass to, and he's not going to get it to anyone, and that is a missed opportunity. The halftime whistle blows, and what a feisty affair we've got on our hands. It's been a great first half of football, to be honest with you. I think we've got enough to win this, but they've caused me all kinds of issues when they're coming forward. They don't call us leaky Leicester for no reason. We score a goal, and then we concede. That is kind of the team's DNA at the moment. I'd like to get that out of us. I'd like that not to be the case anymore. I don't think our backline's bad. It's certainly not one of the best in the league, but it's not a bad backline. I like the players we've got back there. Yes, we could probably do with a little bit of world class, but Fofana is getting better. Oh my God, that's a great ball. Fofana is getting better and better, and I have to have a bit of faith that he's going to end up being world class. Oh, Justin, what are we doing? We should have conceded there. Justin needs to improve. Sloppily clears it and gives them way too good of an opportunity. Just doesn't catch it right, does he, Immobile? Brooks finds himself some space. Has he got the pace? No, he knows he hasn't. That's got to be better. Oh, he stabs it through, though. Gomez, get to that. No, Virgil van Dijk is just too good at football. Can I play that through? I can do. Gomez now. Oh, my God. Last man, mate. Nah, there was a covering player. Virgil van Dijk knows full well what he's doing there, though. Van Dijk fully knowing what he's trying to achieve there. Klopp knows that. I think if Daka gets the touch correct there, which he would have done, he's through. They're making a sub now, and I don't know who they've brought on up top, but it seems like a youngster. We are making a sub as well ourselves, bringing on Ward-Prowse, and also bringing on Lookman, because I think Lookman is a good option to have. Oh, my God. Imagine if that goes in. Are we going to win it back? We are. Daka is in there. Daka! Oh, well blocked, Virgil van Dijk. If they didn't have Virgil van Dijk, we win this. And it's Glatzel they brought on up top. I thought he was a youngster. Vestergaard now. Pump that one forward. That's Ward-Prowse. Oh, he's beating the offside trap as Patson Daka this time, surely. Oh, it's 2-1 Leicester City. Patson Daka's back at it again. Can't say I'm surprised. He beats the offside trap. He beats Virgil van Dijk for once, and there was no doubt about it. It was going into the back of the net. Well, there's plenty of time for Liverpool to react to that goal, though. Plenty of time. They're fighting for the title this season, so they'll want to react to it as well. But at the moment, at home, we do have a 2-1 lead. This is usually where we slip up just after we scored. We're really bad defensively just after we scored a goal. This would not surprise me if this is where we slip up again. Slipped up a little bit here now because Sadio Mane's been allowed to pile forward. Win that, win that. Oh, my God. Oh, it bounced everywhere. Corner Liverpool. Absolutely bounced everywhere, did that. Sion-Chu wins it. Gomez plays that forward to Justin. That's actually really good play. Are we going to break away here? Patson Daka now. Try catching him. Try catching Patson Daka. No one's near him. He's wondering if he's going to have the help he needs. He's going to... What's that, Daka? What was that? He played it terribly. I just played the wrong pass. We should have been in. That should have been free. Iheanacho now. Oh, that's good play. He's found Lookman back in the team. Lookman to finish the game off. Lookman does finish the game off, and I'm so glad we signed this lad. Injuries this year have really hampered his progression, but Adoma Lookman is back in his first game back, and he bags the winner. Well, arguably the winner, but it's 3-1 now, and this one's done and dusted. Liverpool threw the kitchen sink at us, and we caught it and threw it back at them. Don't know what that analogy is, but thank you, Lookman. 3 goals in 6 matches, which is worrying that he's only played 6 matches this season because of his injury. I think his progression would have been differently. I look at Lookman, and I think we probably could get the overall progression that we got for Bergwijn in the Spurs rebuild. I managed to get him into the 90s. I think we could have done that with Lookman if it weren't for the injury. Like, injuries do hamper overall progression. That was poor. Overall progression, like, obviously, makes sense. Oh, we've lost Sion-Chu in there, and Chamberlain's shot will be saved. We've done it. We've done it here at home. We've managed to beat Liverpool in what was a thrilling affair. Honestly, that was a brilliant... That is probably the most fun I've had in a game of FIFA for a long time, because they were on us, but they didn't score every single shot. They still scored their banger with Immobile. We really had to work hard to get what we wanted out of the game. That was a lot of fun. I think you could tell in my reactions, but that was a really fun game. If we have more of this in FIFA as it continues, I will be an happy chappy. I'm going to take a quick look at the stats as well. You'll see in the stats, I know you can't see their pass accuracy, so I'll just move me for a brief moment. But you can see there that they got 87, which is what I expect from some of the better teams in the league in around the 87 mark. But you could just see from the stats, they had 10 shots to our 7, 5.2 expected goals, but they didn't just score every single shot they had. We played on the counter, which was expected, and then had a bit of extra possession as the game went on because we was trying to see the match out. But I'm much happier with what we're seeing at the moment. Hashtag Yorkie fixed FIFA. Putting that out there into the ether. Hashtag Yorkie fixed FIFA. If you want to hail me that guy, that's absolutely fine. I've got a Fulham game coming up, and I'm tempted to do with the Fulham game what we did with the last match. Or do I just sim it? I think we'll just sim it, and we'll play the Tottenham game. And with the Sunderland match, I'll do what I did with the Peterborough match. Pretty strong 11 here. There can be no complaints. It is Fulham. I expect to win it. I am going to sim the match like this. I will bring you the end result, obviously. But I'm slowly finding that when you sim the match like this, you just get like more realistic results. I don't know why, but you just seem to get better results when you do it this way. We did get a better result. As expected, we won it 1-0. Jamie Vardy with the goal in the 11th minute. It was a decent goal. Brooks came on. Samari came on. Not much happened, but I think this is the way. Even if you start it like this and then jump to result, I think you'll get better quick sim results because just the instant quick sim seems to be, I don't know, just broken. Liverpool beating Chelsea as well 3-2 there, which is a little bit nutty. They're back on track. Let's take a quick look at the league table. We're back in 4th place after Chelsea lose, which is really good news for us on 44 points. But Tottenham, the next league game that we have to come up. So we're really having a tough period in terms of who we're playing against. But we're also doing very well in that. Tottenham have a game in hand as well, so they are on 49 points now. I imagine they'll be even further ahead. I've just done the Sunderland game, or I haven't done the Sunderland game, because you'll see now we still have it to play because the game crashed right at the end of the match. We won it 6-0. We're going to have to redo this again now, which is really infuriating, but I'll go through and do it, and I think we'll quick sim it because I really don't want to play the entire match again. And it's like really late right now when I'm recording this. It just shows again, like, just when you're having fun with FIFA, just every now and again it'll just slap you back in the face. So something that is completely different that didn't happen last time now is we've got a transfer offer for Sanchez from Bayern Munich, a team that obviously is very difficult to fend off. He used to play for Bayern Munich as well. I think he had the greatest of times. If they will give us 60 million, Renato Sanchez will be leaving the club. I'm not sure they will give us 60 million, if I'm being 100% honest, but we will see. I'm going to push for it. It's 60 or nothing, as far as I'm concerned. I won't go any less on it. 39 again. I will offer out one more time for 60. If they won't pay the 60, we will just walk away from this. And I'm happy to do that. I want to keep Renato. There you go. 39, stingy. Reject that. Reject it. So here we go again then with Sunderland. And do you know what guts me the most? Kelechi Iheanacho got a hat-trick. He scored 4 goals and Brooks got 2. And I didn't play the entire game either. I played the first 30 minutes. And we went 2 up. It was really comfortable. So I jumped into the sim and simmed until the end so that I could show the highlights. And we played unbelievably well. Brooks got 2 and Kelechi got 4, obviously, in total. I scored 2 of them. And then the game just crashed. So devastated, if I'm honest. I'm not expecting the same result. I will actually sim it like this to see if we can get a decent result. But I would love to play it again and show the highlights that way. What we're going to have to do is look into that, because if it's going to crash every time I do that, showing you the highlights that way, then it's not going to be a feasible way for us to do it. Now, it might have crashed because we jumped into the sim and then back out of it. That could be a reason why it crashed, definitely. But I'm not going to be able to show you the highlights that way unless we play the full game, which I will do from time to time, but I just thought 2-0 up, we might as well jump into the sim. No Kelechi Iheanacho hat-trick, unfortunately for him, but we did win it 2-1. Loftus-Cheek and Gomez. No substitutions made, though, so bear this in mind. When you don't do it a quick simmed way and jump to result, they won't do any subs, so make sure you watch it the entire way through. Tottenham next then, and it's our old side, isn't it? It's our old side, Tottenham. You Spurs fans in the comments will be hoping for them to win, I imagine, in this one. They've got a very strong lineup. It's to be expected that this will be a difficult game. Do I think we can beat them? Of course I do. This is going to be our starting 11. Sanchez is back. He's back from his injury, and he comes in and starts in the cam position today. Daka's up top. We score goals. Can we do it again? Liverpool, of course, already in this episode. Gone really well. I'm a bit frustrated about that Sunderland situation, but I think what we've learned is just don't jump in and out of sim, which is what I was doing. Either jump to the result, but just don't jump in and out. It might crash the game, so I won't do that again. Next time I'll play the entire Sunderland match, or whatever game we're going to be playing that we do like that. I'll play the entire match and do it that way. It's live and learn, right? Live and learn. Tottenham Hotspur. Hopefully they lose. Well, Sanchez back as well is huge for us. He's had a really good season. He's scored a few bangers. It looks like Tottenham might press us there for a second, as Harry Kane did. But maybe not. Harvey Barnes starting for the first time under me again. It's nice to have some of these players back. You've got to remember, we've actually got a really good squad. Just a lot of that squad has been injured for the majority of this season. I'll take that free kick, please. I'm getting better at these, so of course I'm going to take this one. Let's see if I can score this. Yorkiemann, just bend it just inside the post, and he can't. It was worth taking, honestly. I don't think we'd have scored in that open play situation, so it was worth having a cheeky goal, right? Over now. Belay, Harry Kane, surely. Whoa, what a save, Schmeichel. Bit lucky that. We had moments like that against Liverpool, though. We're going to need moments like that again against Tottenham, obviously. Go to him. I still thought they were going to smash that one in. But Dembele, well, he held up Sanchez there. I'm sorry, ref. I'm sorry, but he held him up. Jeremy, kick him. That was poor from Jeremy. He, like, bounced off of Klosterman. Indeedy now, Bergwijn. Oh, the pressure from Tottenham is absolutely ridiculous at the moment. Very much in a pressure cooker situation. I just can't keep them off. Dembele's done that twice now, and he needs to lose out, and this time they have lost out. This is where we might be dangerous. Jeremy Pino dinks it forward to Daka. He's brought down in the process. That's moved out wide there to Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes now will pull that back. Surely there's no one there to pull it to. It lands to Daka. Oh, he couldn't catch it cleanly first time. Didn't have time to set himself in that situation. I'm not happy that it's Stevie B causing me problems, because he's my guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels weird when players that you've managed for a long... Oh, my God. What a save. Schmeichel! Can't get a rebound. Get a rebound. Oh, Wesley Fofana. Took an hour to react to that. Zero reaction from him. And it's a great initial save. It's a great second block, but... lands to Lucas Moura, and there we go. 1-0 Tottenham. Can't say it's not been coming. They've been the better team by a mile. By an absolute mile. Lucas Moura, 12 goals this season as well. Good return for him. Now we'll dink that over. Sanchez, surely. Oh, he's back in the team and scoring. Oh, he's not. Hugo Lloris knocks that one away. Yuri Tielemans can't get to it. And he's gone down injured now. So we get a centre-mid back. Then we lose a centre-mid. Ref finally blew for the fact that Yuri Tielemans was down. He didn't seem to give much of a toss. But that's a big loss towards Yuri Tielemans, arguably one of our best centre-mids. And we get one back and we lose one. He did go up awkwardly in that challenge. Been really lucky that we're actually quite blessed at... Oh, that is really awkward how he's landed. That could be a collarbone. We are blessed at centre-mid, luckily. So it's not too bad of an issue. But really frustrated to get Sanchez back and then lose our main man, Tielemans. So this is one of the hardest teams we've played so far. I'm not going to lie. They've been flawless so far, and they're going to get the rebound, are they? Oh, get it out, though. Sionchu win that. Schmeichel collect it. Someone do something. And now are we going to be gifted an opportunity to break away? Renato Sanchez. Oh, my God, Renato. I'm so glad you're back. Just before the half, this would be massive. Daka. Oh, he always bloody scores him. Pass and Daka will make it 1-1 just before the half. What a pass from Renato Sanchez. Welcome back, son. Ooh, breathe. What a bit of play this is. I was nervous because he got caught up, actually. His touch wasn't great, but what a finish. Honestly, you want some mash with those bangers? Of course you bloody do. What a first half of football that has been. Tottenham probably should have made it more than 1-0. Schmeichel's been brilliant in this one. The crazy thing is we haven't been able to get going. Tottenham's passing has been ridiculous. But right there at the end of the half, we turned the tide a bit. Can we go out there now in the second half? We did it against Liverpool and just push on and make this result ours. 94% pass accuracy for Tottenham in that first half. And I know full well there's no way that... with the sliders we've got now, there's no way that continues this second half. So I have to say to myself that we can now get the result. James Ward-Prowse has come on and not been very good. And I don't regret the signing of Ward-Prowse. I just wish he'd been a little bit better than he had been. And the problem is I think he just doesn't suit the way we play, because he is extremely heavy on the touch. That's a poor ball from Harvey Barnes. He's extremely heavy on the touch. And it gets us in trouble, because he wins the ball back or he does something great, And then he's super sluggish on his touch. Well, Gundogan has gone to Everton, which is interesting. Lucas Moura now. Scorer of the first. Oh, my God. Schmeichel's saving our bacon. Tottenham make a sub. It's Lucas Moura coming off, which is a weird one. He's actually been really good. But, I mean, when you're not starting that man, Heung-min Son, I thought they'd sold him, to be honest with you. When you're not starting Son, then you're an idiot, aren't you? Whoever's in charge of Tottenham right now, you are an idiot if you are not starting that man. Gonna wait and wait. And it's going to be a good ball, I think. Daka's touch is great. Lenley's touch just takes it away from him and gives it to Reguilon. That is unbelievable defending from Lenley. We didn't get none of that from him at Barca, did we? Oh, that was great defending from Ndidi, sorry. And we just haven't made him pay when we've won the ball back, and they might make us pay now. Wesley Fofana up against Son. Done a good job. Harry Kane surely offside, is he? I don't think he is, boys. I think he was being played on by Ricardo because players don't know how to do offside. He is, isn't he? He's been played on by Ricardo. What an idiot. Great goal from Harry Kane, though. And I'm bringing Sanchez off now for Brooks just because he's knackered. It's his first game back. He's played well. And we haven't been good. They've been worse this second half, and we've not actually been good. We haven't upped our game. Harvey Barnes now. We're looking for this too much, and we're not finding it. I've looked for that 5 or 6 times this second half, and we're not finding it. Our pass accuracy's gone down to 85. It was better before. And weirdly, Tottenham have kept theirs. They've managed to maintain 93, their pass accuracy in this one. Ridiculous. Brooks there. We'll play that through to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse. Oh, that's a good ball through to Barnes. Barnes! Oh, my God, he doesn't score it. How's he not scored? Oh, here come Tottenham again. And they've punished us. And to be honest with you, this is our fault. We've not been good enough on the breakaway, and Tottenham thoroughly deserved this. Better team than us, if I'm being honest with you. Unlike the Liverpool game, we punished Liverpool when they made mistakes. Tottenham haven't made many mistakes, but they've made more this half, and we really haven't punished them. We've been really sloppy with the ball. Definitely not like us. Apart from that ball through to Daka, and a little bit of luck with the ball landing to Barnes, which he didn't utilise, we haven't been in the match. And that's the final whistle, and we deserve to lose this one. If I'm being honest, we really were bad. Their pass percentage was ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. But we weren't good enough, and that will happen. When you're not good enough, you won't get the results. We had a couple of opportunities, Barnes maybe, but apart from that, we didn't create the chances in this one. And an opportunity to climb back into 4th, and the good run that we've been on kind of been squandered there. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We're 6th, but 44 points. Arsenal are on 46, Chelsea are on 46, so it's very tight there. But, you know, you look at the run of games we've just played, it's been very difficult matches. And we beat Man United and Liverpool in that run. Not going to complain too much. It doesn't get any easier because we've got Man City coming up in the league. And, of course, Inter Milan starts with the Champions League. But we can do a job against a lot of these. See, a lot of these teams here, pick up points against them, and it changes how the league season goes. But let's finish the transfer window first. Only really one big bid coming in for Renato Sanchez, and it wasn't even that big of a bid. But he come back and did brilliantly in that game. 2 months for Tielemans. I thought it was his shoulder. He signed a new contract, and then he's out for 2 months. I'm not really expecting much to happen here, and not much has happened, to be honest, in this window. It's been really lackadaisical. We got one for Barnes here, 35 million from Manchester United. Of course, we always entertain the big teams when they come in. We do want in the 50 million range for Harvey Barnes. I would ideally like to keep him, but I mean, we are kind of stacked at left mid, so I will have the conversation at least. I don't think they're going to pay what we want. 55 million there. Ollie, what we saying? Not getting that. In fact, I'm just going to walk away. It's that poor of a bid. One deadline day as well, where you should be able to milk the extra cash out. I'm just going to walk away from that one. Sevilla come in for Justin, and we're just going to knock that one back instantly. So a couple of bids here on deadline day, which is nicer to see, but I just can't believe how calm the window it's been there. Chelsea, see, none in, none out. Is it me, or is transfers way less frequent this year? We've got one for Yeremy Pino. Now, this might be a big bid. It's Atletico Madrid, 26 million. It's not a big enough bid. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say we can turn that one down. I think we've hampered right mid enough this season, letting Madueke go. Mid-season here on deadline day, letting go our best right-sided midfielder probably wouldn't be a smart option for us. A bit of a dead window here. And I don't know if this is just a thing on this year's FIFA, if in newer builds that it's not the same, but I've had a lot of these. And there's a lot of people on the list, like at least for loans as well. I couldn't get out, so I don't know. Is the transfer system just a little bit deader on this year's game I've noticed with rebuilds, it's hard to move players out. Like, people just don't come in for listed players. Again, we continue to hold Ndidi and Tielemans. I'm not complaining, but to have no bids for those players is pretty surprising. But I'm not going to complain too much because this team that we've got right now, I think we'll finish top 4. And hopefully we'll compete in the tournaments. Who have we got next in the cup? So it doesn't look like the cup's been drawn yet. I'm not seeing any cup games there. So it doesn't actually look like the cup's been drawn. So we might even have that in the next episode if it does get drawn in time. Again, I'll play it and do the highlights that way. But let's end deadline day. Done and dusted. The only bit of business we did was Molina shoring up our right back position. And weirdly, no big bids for anyone, really, apart from Renato Sanchez, which it wasn't even a good enough bid. That will be it for this one then, guys. I appreciate the support as per usual. I hope you're enjoying the series. We are going to do that with a few more games now where I play the game, but I just show you the end highlight. I think it's a good way to fit more into an episode, but to get through it a little bit quicker and keep these short enough so that it's more watchable. I think that's the plan. But I am going to go now and sleep because it's very, very early in the morning, and I will see you in the next episode.